Yo, what's going on, everybody? Nelson from Hoopin' Life. We're here with another episode of Check Up.
Check Up.
Today, joining me with the discussion, I have David and Andrew from the Fung Bros, and we're gonna talk about our most memorable NBA slam dunk contest.
Yo, Nelson, first of all, I really want to thank you for having us today.
Oh man,
It is a pleasure to be sitting in these plush, comfortable seats.
nah man, it's actually an honor to have you guys be a part of my videos, because you know, y'all the greatest. Okay, let's get started. What are the most memorable dunk contests of all time?
I've only watched like 5 or 6 dunk contests, to be honest. All the other ones I either saw the highlights or I was too young or I just wasn't available to watch the dunk contest at the time, so.
Okay. Yeah, with me, I probably watch dunk contests every single year because that is my favorite event, you know, in All-Star Weekend. But there were a few good ones and a lot of terrible ones, if you guys would agree.
I feel like a lot of the classic ones that people talk about were before our time.
Yeah.
Because when people are like, ooh, well, you missed out on Dominique Wilkins having a duel with Michael Jordan. I'm like, you know, I'm too old to even see Dominique Wilkins play basketball at all.
Since you're already talking about Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, we're just gonna jump straight to it. 1988 slam dunk contest was crazy. It's probably listed all-time greatest dunk contest ever. The duel between Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins was insane.
Can we watch a few clips?
Oh, the famous free throw line double clutch in the cement threes.
Jordan, he looked like he was dancing.
Oh!
No!
Full extension.
Yo, his body control is crazy. Oh, that's just pure anger.
1-2 step windmill.
Ooh, this one was kind of cool. It was a little weird, like
There's a two-hand Credo.
Oh.
Another top year of the NBA dunk contest is 2003 Jay Rich versus Desmond Mason. I would say one of the best two-legged leapers in that year.
No, you're right. Actually, that's a good point.
Jay Rich
it was
and
two-legged
Desmond
leapers
Mason.
against
two-legged
each other.
leapers. I feel like Desmond Mason is like a baby Michael Jordan. Now, I'm sure you guys both agree because the way he glides through the air is kind of like MJ. It's
No,
like,
it is. Let's just say that if you put a little few dots on his body, he could be the 3D simulation for 2K or NBA Live for Jordan.
But 2003 was basically the between the legs dunk contest.
Yeah.
Because all they did was between the leg dunks.
You know, also being a Sonics fan, I'm rolling with Desmond Mason all day. He got robbed, son.
Hey. Yeah, moving on. 2006, Nate Roberts, Andre Iguodala. I felt like that year, Andre Iguodala should have won. Andre Iguodala got robbed from Nate Robb because due to Nate Robb being short,
He got Nate robbed.
Yeah. Andre Iguodala got robbed from Nate Robb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like just because Nate Robb was a shorter dunker, his dunks were cooler, so the judges give him more points for that. Shout out to Nate Robb. We got his jersey over there, but that year should have went to Andre.
We do have to acknowledge that Andre Iguodala is almost a foot taller than Nate Robb. Nate Robb was on the Knicks. He's small. You know, he brought in Spud Webb. I could see why he won this.
Right.
I could see why.
He won with smarts. He brought out the props.
I hated how he took like 10 tries.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, the one where he threw it out the backboard double
he
between the
did
legs.
that like 10
30
times.
No, 30 times, man. He did it like 30 times.
Yeah.
If you don't get it within the first 3 tries, it's not tight anymore.
But when you 5'8" and a half, it's still tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, he wasn't gonna lose. There was no way he was losing.
If you're the underdog of the contest, you pretty much get extra points.
Yeah. Honestly, let me say this, and this we have to refer to another dunk contest that we're not gonna cover here. I don't consider that Superman dunk that he did a dunk.
Oh,
Howard dunk.
okay, you're dissing me. Okay, all right, we'll get into that later, but
That's one of Nelson's favorite.
All right, we'll get into that later. Okay. All right, cool. So in the next discussion, I'm going to ask each of you, what is your all-time favorite dunk contest year and what is your all-time favorite dunk? All right, we're going to start with you, David.
Okay.
All-time favorite year.
All-time favorite year, I gotta go 03 just for Desmond Mason. Obviously being from Seattle, being huge Sonics fans growing up. Not everybody in Seattle Sonics fans. We were. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, a lot of people in Seattle was Lakers fans. And then I would say my favorite dunk was the Steve Francis off the bounce dunk clutch between the legs.
In 2000?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's tight. David's opinion. I like your dunks. I like your decisions. I like your picks. All right, Andrew, what is your favorite all-time year dunk contest and what is your favorite all-time dunk of all time?
Man, I don't want to be cliche, but this is what really solidified me as a Vince Carter fan was his 360 windmill in the 2000 dunk contest. And the 2000 dunk contest is my favorite. It had a bunch of people in it. Even Trace McGrady, super underrated in his dunks there. Steve Francis also, too bad that Vince Carter had to be in that dunk contest because he would have won it that year.
Man, that was my favorite pick, you know, but
You gotta pick something else.
now I gotta pick something. Now I gotta pick my
understand.
second all-time favorite now.
And I know that that's a lot of people's picks.
Okay, but didn't you also rap about Vince Carter?
I did.
Check it.
Back in 2K, contest of all dunks, 360 windmill, it was all done.
C-Pop.
All right, you know what? Just put the link here if you guys want to
Brizzle.
listen to it.
What's your second favorite dunk now?
Alright,
Yeah,
since
Andrew
you
the
took
first
my
one.
favorite choice of pick, favorite year would be 2008 with Dwight Howard and Superman.
No!
Superman! Hey, I know y'all hate it, but you gotta give the big man some credit. He did some pretty creative dunks that nobody has ever did or thought this guy can do.
All right, which
Seriously,
dunk?
though.
Which dunk?
Okay,
It
alright,
says
that was
right
my
here.
favorite year. I feel like all 4 of his dunks were pretty awesome, but my favorite dunk of all time was same year, 2008, Dwight Howard off the backboard switch hand dunk. That dunk
that was
was
good. That was a
crazy.
good dunk.
Like,
That
it
was
was
a good
creative.
dunk. This is my thing. I've never been impressed and been a fan of the dunks where they threw it in. Your hand does not touch that rim. It's a throw-in.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
throw-in,
that's
it's not
true.
dunk. It wasn't technically a dunk.
Man, y'all just hate it, man.
No,
just
no,
because,
just
just because
Dwight.
you took my favorite pick and my favorite dunk on this year, I had to come up with another one.
I really don't like Dwight Howard. I don't like anything Dwight does.
All right, guys, so we're gonna wrap it up with the last question. What are y'all least favorite and most overrated dunks?
One of my least favorite dunks was Corey Maggetti's flip dunk.
Oh,
Where
okay,
he just flipped and then he just did a regular
He did a
dunk.
front flip dunk.
I would say Baron Davis had a pretty hilarious fail when he tried to put the headband over, and then he dunked like 3 feet away from the hoop. That was pretty goofy.
I'll be honest, I don't like the Dwight Howard Superman. That's pretty overrated.
Okay, my least favorite dunk that I thought was the most overrated was when Blake Griffin jumped over that Hyundai, whatever that
Kia.
car is called.
Kia.
Oh, sorry, Kia. See, that's how bad it is. I don't even remember the name of the car. That dunk was dumb.
Yeah. It
Okay.
felt like they were signing liability forms because they was too scared to put the car.
Bro,
actually,
he jumped over the hood.
Yeah.
Like, if he jumped over the middle of the car, that probably would have been like the greatest of all time in dunk contest. But
I will say
it was lame too. Just Connie just did a regular
I
dunk.
will say that I don't know if he can dunk over the top.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was overrated. My 2 most memorable failed dunks is when Daryl Armstrong did a layup in a dunk
yeah, he went like
contest.
this, right?
He did a up
he
and
was-
under layup.
Yeah.
And when Michael Finley did the failed cartwheel dunk, those are my 2
Yeah.
favorite failed
Oh.
dunks of all time.
All right, how about let's just go through and real quick talk about people that were supposed to be in the dunk contest that never entered it.
LeBron James, the ultimate tease. Every year he'll be like,
Yeah, I'll be in dunk contest this year. When a dunk contest came along. Oh, sorry, again, I can't.
He probably could have won it.
yeah, for sure.
he should.
Any of those years, he probably would have won it.
Probably any year that he was in it, he could have won. Maybe not this, like now anymore.
All right, D Rose was never in it.
Russell Westbrook,
Net and Russell.
Russell D. Rose.
I don't know what Russell would have did.
That's why we would never know. I feel like
Would be
he
crazy.
was.
Hey,
Yeah.
what if Russell just put up a brick wall and then just ran through it and then just dunked it?
Just give him the crown if he does that. Thank you guys for watching that video on Asian Guys Talk About the NBA Dunk Contest. Let us know in the comments below what are some of your favorite dunks of all time or some of the favorite years that you guys like. And also, what are some of the dunks you would like to see in future NBA Dunk Contests. So until next time, we out. Check up.